Hi everyone, Lisa here from Forest City Stitching. It's been almost a month since I recorded a regular Flosstube video. My voice is a bit better today, so I thought I would give it a try. It's going to go in and out, so please bear with me, but I do have tea and water at the ready. Arlo's joining us there. Yeah, so this is going to be kind of a mini whip parade because I have lots of things to show. If you didn't watch my unboxing of the Valentine box from Evertote, I caught a cold from my son at the end of January, and then lost my voice 3 weeks ago. And that's where we are today. So I don't feel terrible, but I've been just trying to rest. And yeah, today's probably the best that my voice has been in the last 3 weeks. So hopefully we are on the right track, because it's a long weekend here for us in Ontario. Family Day is tomorrow. So I said to myself, if my voice is still not better tomorrow, I will leave a message for my doctor and for me to go back to see him. I did test for COVID negative. I did go to the doctor about 3 weeks ago and tested negative for strep. Yeah, he said it's just a virus that needs to work itself out. Well, it can get gone anytime now. Because, yeah, it's hard for me to do my job where I need to talk to people on the phone, and I sound like this. But warm liquids definitely seem to help. So I apologize for this, and hopefully we can make it through all this stuff. First off, I wanted to show this. So I got my little Patreon gift from Patty from 4 Boys and an NL Girl. And I will say I kind of forgot that I would be getting something, so that was a nice surprise. A couple floss drops. And then these pretty colors, which I'm not going to pronounce correctly. Turnt, T-U-R-N-T. And Valentine's Round the Bay Muffy Cakes is the pink. So very pretty. Thank you, Patty. Let's go with my finishes next, I guess. All right, that cleared my throat a little bit. Yeah, so no real haul. I did pick up a couple school rods, but yeah, no real haul. So I finished this. Both of these were February finishes. So Stitch for a Friend, which was in our grab bag from Stitch North 2022 by Darling and Whimsy Design. So that is finally finished. I am off on the sides. I realized when I was doing the border, but it's okay. No one would really know unless I told them, and you can't even tell from the distance. And then I finally finished this guy. Moose Joy from the 2019 Ornament magazine from Just Cross Stitch. It's supposed to say Joy there, but I left that off. That tree took forever. And I finished that up actually this morning. And I beaded it this morning too. This is on 22 count. This is on 28 count Brennan needle with Brennan needle floss. So that's that. So 2 finishes isn't too bad. Yeah, so I haven't been running, I haven't been working out, I haven't been doing anything, which is really disappointing because I had a really good start to the year. But I've just been trying to rest. Because obviously that's what my body is trying to tell me, right? So. Just trying to figure out what I showed. In my last video. Alright. I'm assuming that if I have it here, that means it was not shown. So I filmed on the 21st. I have 4 projects that I worked on the 21st. And I'm sure there's no way that I worked on the 4 projects before I filmed. So we'll just go with what's here. And again, some of these items I have now worked on multiple times because I was getting overwhelmed with all of this stuff that I hadn't shown yet. So I started to pull those out again. Okay, so from just cross stitch December 2021, I worked on Dasher. Again, this really doesn't take much to finish up, but that's how far we are there. Possum Song. Came out, I think, there's a lot of cat hair on it. I think I did that and that. I don't know. I didn't do much. I kind of hate working on these little motifs, actually. Maybe I need to get some more needles and load them up and put them on like a thread bed. And then maybe I would be more, right? Because it's the color changing, I think that's getting me. Because when I was doing him, I was obsessed with him. And I thought for sure he was going to be done. Like this piece was going to be done. But once I finished him, I petered off. Yeah, I had to move my projects to a bigger tote for this filming. I pulled out Merry Christmas from Hands On Design and Priscilla Lane. Again, this one's very little. I don't know what I did. Maybe this chicken and then the white on the reindeer. See, this is what happens when there's a month that passes. Let's go with that. So yeah, there's not much more that needs to be done on it at all. Okay. Not very much. Maybe 100 stitches. Keep that in the back of my head. Oops. Okay, so that was Sunday, January 24th. Move the Merrier came out for a little bit. I added some flowers up there. This was for a wildflower prompt. Oh, wait. We're going to go back to the 21st. I also worked on Feline Love. I believe I worked a lot on the white, so you can't really see. I think that's pretty much what I did. Boy, this is a great video. All right, Gingerbread Village. Which looks like this. Someone else. Janet Jabber, I think, just started this as well. Except she started with the border. And I finished that gingerbread house there. Oh, sorry. Earthquake. Autumn Alphabet by Willow Hill Samplings. I think the cat didn't have a head before, so I gave it a head. I still don't know what I think of that turquoise pumpkin with the greeny browny color, but we'll see. Again, a lot of thought went into that turquoise. A lot of thought. These are all my autumn leaf ornaments. Princess Claus from Autumn Lane. That's how she's looking. So much detail. Splash Mountain. Worked on that this morning as well. And Tiki and Stitch. So that's what that looks like. And that's where I'm at with that. So I worked on that in end of January and then again today. Jack Frost Tree Farm. So this is a Whipco call from January that is not finished, obviously. Oh, and I meant to say, this was a February whip call, and the Whipco goal was to finish it. So, one February whip go down, first whip go goal of the year. Because I haven't finished January yet. That's okay. Jack Frost Tree Farm. So my Whipco goal is to finish a block. So I'm working on that one. And that's how it's looking. Reaching Skyward came out. And that's how that's looking. Finished up this side. Well, I worked on the side. Finished up that medallion, I believe. So that top portion is done. Yeah. So that is looking good. And I don't think I'll put this on a frame. Like on my frame. Like this seems to be manageable in hand. Seem to have gotten dark in here. But anything I'm putting on a frame is anything that I found that I've really been having a hard time wrangling the fabric. Where I've added a lot of different like clips and the magnetic ties and things to kind of keep everything rolled up in various spots. If it's just the bottom that I'm rolling up, not a big deal. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm determining right now, because I don't want to take things on and off of rods. So that means I'm buying new rods. So I'm just being mindful of that. And this fabric is very soft. So, because it's Leo and Roxy, so of course it's soft. All right. See, I really did focus on what I already had in this bin. Halloween Nomies, I worked on a couple times. From Autumn Lane again. This is my Autumn Lane Halloween bag. And So in January, I backstitched the witch. I don't know if she's fully backstitched yet, but a lot of her is done. And then February, I backstitched the Dracula. And can't really tell because a lot of it is black backstitching. But yeah, this is almost done because I'm not doing the stuff up around. I think I might do Happy Halloween. But yeah. And I got a number of projects that are almost done. Back. Here I saw Jack Frost. Mary Harry. Some Mary Harry. Modern Folk Embroidery. This is the one that I got Jacob to sign. I think it was my first Modern Folk Embroidery piece. And so that's looking. I think I focused on border. I think I just went over here. Maybe did some more over here. Put that one back in. Quite the mess. Okay. So, I have been talking about Patreon a bit this year. I did cancel my Mama Witch Cross Stitch Patreon. If something else comes up that she's doing, then I might rejoin. But I wasn't really, other than the style of the cute little animals that she did there in December, I didn't really feel like it was worth my money at this time. I did increase my Patreon a little bit for Darling and Whimsy Design. And I did join Tiny Modernist. And then, of course, I'm a member of Patty's from 4 Boys and a Newfoundland Girl, and a girl. And, yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at with that. Yeah, I'll just monitor the Tiny Modernist one and just see if I feel that one's worth it. But yeah, really enjoying you know, helping out or supporting is the word I want to say, supporting Darling Whimsy Design and 4 Boys and an NL Girl. For sure. All right. So, Raccoon Rabble. Is my other January call for WhipGo. This is for a finish. Oh, you guys haven't seen this. Okay, so it's not finished, but look at the 1/1 on the little baby raccoon's head. See it? See his face? Yeah, that's Anita. So there was a lot of splitting stitches, but I did them. There's like 100 stitches in his face. That's how that's going. There's a lot of cat hair on that bag. Sorry if I hit the desk again. Stitch for a Friend you've already seen. Okay, red berries. Okay, modern folk embroidery. This bird was kind of hard for me to follow, so I focused on him. Like, I just felt like the line, I think, is in the middle of the pattern, but he is done. I'm doing him 1/1 on a 28 count tea-dyed fabric. And then, yeah, so the week of the 5th, was when I was back in the office. So the 29th, 26th is when I felt the cold coming on. So I stayed home that day. Throughout that week, I was in and out of the office because my son was sick. And then the 29th, I had no voice at all. My coworker got engaged that weekend. So I tried to call her to congratulate her, but nothing would come out. Yeah, so I was at home for the week, most of the week of the 29th. I did go in Thursday afternoon and Friday after I tested negative for everything. But then the week of the 5th, I didn't stitch for the first 4 days of the week because I was just really tired. Again, I don't know what this is, but it's a terrible, terrible ailment. I don't recommend it for anyone. All right, so going back, the 9th, Halloween Nomi, so I showed you that. Moose Joy finished. Fruits Aplenty. So that was last weekend. Worked on Fruits Aplenty. Oops. So it's on my frame still. Worked basically this octagon, yeah. I worked on the octagon. Yeah, that's probably the main thing. Brought that border down a little bit more because, again, I really want to get away from the top because it's really close to the bar at the top. But that is looking good. I don't know where Arlo went. He might be under the blanket, or maybe he left. Fairy Tale came out for about 3 days because I needed to do 500 stitches on a fancy lady. And so I decided that these princesses counted as fancy ladies. And I worked on Sleeping Beauty there in the middle. She has a lot of color changes. Any open stitches are for beads. Even put in a little bit of Krynic there at the bottom of her dress. All right, last piece. Hello, Summer by That's So Emma. On a nice 14 count of navy. Worked over here. So I only have this popsicle to do, and then the ice cream cone, and this one's done. So that's it for my stitching. I did want to show you my knitting, or at least this hat. So this is the yarn. I'll show you the skein. Is Hoko Hoko Fibers. It's really shiny. They're in St. Thomas. It's an AP wool base. Color is Study 3. So I think it's a one of a kind. But it is a super fine merino wool worsted. So I just put on a new skein because I was flipping it. So I figured it was best because I wasn't going to have enough to finish the hat. With the skein I had. So that is the pattern, the Leith hat by Slada. I'm saying that completely wrong. So you knit, this is you knit the brim, and then you flip it inside out to knit the top part of the hat, because you're going to take the brim such a good demonstration here, and tack it to the there, right? And then you can roll it even more. So I did my flip, and that worked out. I added my yarn, and that worked out. So that's what it's looking like so far. See if I can give you a better idea. I just don't have a lot of the actual crown of the hat. Right, you get the idea. But yeah, so it's flipped. And then you just stitch. Or knit. Knit. So I did all of this last night. This after the flip. Yeah. We've been watching Gilded. We started that before I got sick. And so we just watched a couple more episodes there last night. Oh, my stitch stoppers are from Timber Yarns, and they're having a sale. Buy 4, get 1 free. That ends tomorrow, so go check them out, because I already ordered some more. Okay. That's it. 35 minutes. My voice, not too bad. Oh yeah, we got these Baby Yoda cups, or glasses, for Christmas. Well, My son did from Nana and Papa. All right. That's it. Now I need to go rest. Yeah. If you didn't see my unboxing, I did my unboxing and put it up on Valentine's Day for the Valentine box, so go check that out. But yeah, thank you everyone for hanging around, waiting for me to come back. What I did note or mention on my unboxing video was my son had mentioned, hey, you should put a note on your community page that you're sick. But I don't have enough followers for my community page. So if you like what you see and you haven't subscribed, definitely think about doing that. All right, that's it. I will see you next week.